Hello everybody and welcome to Time for a Little Naps. This is my project vlog where I'll be chronicling my journey into and through Napoleonic wargaming. So this is a project that I've been looking forward to for many years. Napoleonic era wasn't always my favorite era. Nothing against it, but it wasn't something that I really focused on. But a number of years ago, I bought this. This is Waterloo. This is a Warhammer historical book, and it is huge. It is definitely the biggest rulebook I have in my collection. And I got this half price a number of years ago from a store that was going out of business. Didn't think much of it. It just looked really good. And I think I had bought some other Warhammer historical rule books from when they were doing their big sell-off before, I guess, shutting down. So this is definitely out of print, and apparently it's not too easy to find out there on eBay and such. I haven't really looked because I've got my own copy, but apparently it is an expensive book to get now. So glad I picked it up. And this has been on my shelf for many years, and I've gone through it multiple times. A couple times a year, maybe I would pick it up, peruse through it. It's a lovely book. I will do a video and showcase this book, but it is gorgeous, and it is very inspiring. But I just never took the plunge. And any wargamer, tabletop gamer knows Napoleonics is something that is quite daunting to get into. There's a lot going on, from the multitude of nations involved down to the buttons on their uniform. So, there's sometimes a stigma of Napoleonics players. So, that could be something that people don't want to get into, but I'm definitely finally ready to take the plunge. And over the years, I've been going back and forth between, do I do 6mm, 10mm, do I even do 28mm? And 6 and 10mm really have been the two that I've gone back and forth with the most. In fact, I found some of my papers from over the years where I would figure out what I would need for like two little starter armies, one British, one French, and like here's what I would need from Bacchus if I was going 6mm. Here's Old Glory miniatures. So I've done this research multiple times throughout the years. In the end, I've gone with 10mm by Pendraken. Lovely little figures. These guys are almost done. I'll show you those in a sec. But aside from this game, another game that caught my attention was Commands and Colors Napoleonics. I love the CNC system by Richard Borg. I just love these games. I have a few of the different versions of it. And I picked up this one as well on sale. I believe it was half price from another store that was going out of business, I believe. So it's a lovely game, and if you don't know it, it is played with blocks. Infantry units generally get 4 little blocks, and these move around a hex map. And they are lovely. I love block games. I've played a number of GMT block games over the years and really do love them. But there's something about miniaturizing a game, and as cool as this is, I find this much cooler. So yeah, there's the plan. So I finally decided 10mm, going through with it, and as you'll see, as when I talk about the minis in future videos especially, I want it to be multi-purpose. I want all my figures to be able to work with Waterloo, with CNC Napoleonics, could even work with Black Powder, here, a couple other games. So Rebels and Patriots, not really Napoleonic era, but it definitely can fit in there, from what I've heard. These figures could even work in that. This could be 4 out of a unit of 12, or what have you. So that's a possibility. I do have 10mm American War of Independence for this game, but you can never have too much. Well, I think you can, but I can't. Chosen Men, actually written by Mark Latham, same author as Waterloo, which is cool. I realized that not too long ago. I haven't played Chosen Men either. I haven't played much of any of these, but this is another cool game that I think, even though it's supposed to be 28mm, very small skirmish with these are supposed to be like the light troops and riflemen and stuff like that. You never know. Could always use these kind of bases. That could even be like one figure or, you know, a few figures. Who knows? So I would like to try out these rules. And we'll see. One day I will definitely use them. But the main focus will be these two games. And how am I going to do that? Well, in CNC Napoleonics, like I mentioned, there are usually 4 blocks for a unit. An infantry unit, cavalry usually have 3, and artillery have 2. So these 4 blocks, or these 4, bases, elements, are going to be the 4 blocks from this game. And if when I need more or less, I'll deal with that. In Waterloo, you have battalions that are made up of a bunch of companies, like pretty much any regular game. Oh, that's a perfect one. So I'm going square bases instead of the rectangular bases. Although that would be cool. I did think about going 3 wide on a base. They look really, really good all ranked up. But for cost-wise and to, I guess, closer match the cubes, or not the cubes, the blocks, I went with 4 to a square base. So I'm happy with that. As cool as 6 guys on a base looked, 4 is where I'm going, and it's going to be great. So yeah, that's just a little rundown of why I'm doing this. It's for these 2 games, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Future videos, I will show these guys up close. I'm making an order this week for more figures. It's hard to show on the angle that we're at, but they paint up real nice. Pendraken does amazing work, and I really enjoyed painting up these 30 French, and I'm looking forward to all the rest. So I will talk about unit composition in Waterloo and how I'm going to represent it on the tabletop with my 10mm. And yeah, I'll go through the book. I'll give a little rundown of CNC Napoleonics. This is going to be a whole journey into Napoleonics, mostly with these 2 games and with Pendraken 10mm, but where possible, I'll talk about some other things too. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you join me on this journey. There will be videos as often as possible. I don't know how often, but this is definitely one of my projects, and it's something that I've been waiting to do for a long, long time. Like I said, I'm making an order from Pendraken, so that means I will have more to paint in the near future. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.